Today, let's talk about one of the most controversial names in Dubai real estate, which is Damac.
Damac is celebrating its 40th anniversary after starting as a catering and logistics business in the 1980s. It has transformed into one of the most recognizable brands in the Middle East.
Loved by some, hyped by many, but is it truly a tier 1 developer?
What is the vision?
Going to focus on delivering quality luxury apartments, villas.
Damac Lagoons expected to have around 9,000 units, Riverside about 2,000 units, Damac Islands plus Sun City adding another 7,000 units, 80% of which are townhouses with exact same layout. Do you think that this could end up affecting resale value or rental demand down the line? The sold out in 1 hour narrative is a clever marketing. The truth is Damac has not yet proven itself in a tier 1 developer. The biggest criticism of Damac has always been about the build quality and finishing. Yes, people point to the Damac Hills or Damac Lagoons and the success of those villas and townhouses, but does that make Damac a great developer? Let's understand in this video. So today we will talk about Damac review as a developer and Damac real issues. Second, we will review their new launches like Damac Islands new phase, Damac Chelsea in Maritime City. Third, why investors struggles with ROI and whether you should buy, hold or exit Damac properties. Fourth and last, I'm going to tell you an insight about Damac which no one has shared before in the market. Let's start with understanding Damac as a developer. So Damac Properties, if you have been in Dubai real estate market, you have definitely heard this name. The first thing that comes to mind when you think of Damac is their buildings around the Marina, Business Bay or Dubai in general, or the communities they have made with lot of amenities. Their first big development of Damac was Acquia Oxygen, now known as Damac Hills 2, launched back in 2014. Then came Damac Hills 1, a full-scale golf course community branded with the Trump International Golf Club. That's their signature style, partnering with the global names to elevate their projects. Financially, Damac is just as strong. In Q3 of 2025 alone, they recorded over 24 billion dirhams in sale with more than 9,000 transactions, placing them firmly among Dubai's top 3 developers. Talking about private sector, they are known to be top 2 as well. Till now, they have launched 6 master communities: Damac Hills 2, Damac Hills 1, Damac Lagoons, Sun City River, Sun City, Riverside, and now Damac Islands phase 1 and 2. And when it comes to brand collaboration, Damac has worked with some of the world's biggest luxury names: Versace, Fendi, Di Grossegono, Cavalli, and now their latest partnership with Chelsea in Maritime City. Now let's talk about Damac Hills 2, the quality issue which you hear a lot in the market. Person who is living in Damac Hills 2, they must be facing the quality issue with the townhouses. Damac Hills 2, which started selling their townhouses for 900,000 dirhams, and because the prices were so cheap, buyers still face a quality issues over there. Along with that, the reason Damac Hills 2 not appreciated much and never will appreciate because of 13,000 units in 55 million square feet of land parcel. The contractor for the development was given to a Arab Tech Construction company. Arab Tech Construction is a subsidiary of the UAE-based Arab Tech Holding, which went bankrupt, and because of this, whole development of Damac Hills 2 suffered. The reason you still hear complaints from buyers in Damac Hills 2, a lot of the villas have the same faults: rubbish water system, pressure tanks, and the float valves, which have a service life of about a year before failing. And when they fail, your garden will most likely flood and run up a massive diva bill. When there was a flood in Dubai, we also saw this problem in Damac Hills 2 about the waterproofing. There is a lesson here: cheap doesn't always mean good. Now let's move to their next project, branded by Chelsea. It doesn't make sense at all, this collaboration, as it's not a hospitality or a brand that relate and add value to the development. There will be a big entrance, there will be amenities, but no, now here's the part that raises a question. The project is branded by Chelsea, yes, the English football club, very well known worldwide. But how does an English football club adds a value to my real estate investment? If it would have been a collaboration with a hospitality brand like Address or Six Senses that gives a hospitality service, or architectural designers like Zaha Hadid, it would have also given a property an edge and uniqueness. But with Chelsea, the alignment feels forced. It's not a hospitality brand, not a luxury design house, not even a lifestyle brand. Chelsea, on the other hand, a football club, it doesn't really connect with the world of residential living in the same way. Sure, the branding brings a massive entrance, themed amenities, and sports focused vibe to the community, but the community will have 6 towers, all front loaded facing the water, no back to back. Tower A and B rise 30 and 33 floors high, and when it comes to facilities, they have gone all out. I have to agree on this. It's going to be packed with lifestyle features, and the pitch, it's an address you will proudly call a home. But here is the catch. So while the amenities are impressive, whether this branding truly adds a long-term value to the development is questionable. Talking about us, we help investors find the right project based on data and history of that location and developer. Click the link in comment section and description to call or message us for the consultation. Now let's discuss their new launch, Damac Islands new phase. Should you invest or not? I won't go too much in detail because you've already seen a lot of videos of it. I'll give you facts and number here. The townhouses they are launching are priced around 2.7 to 2.8 million for a 4-bed, whereas ready communities like Damac Lagoons or Nashama Town Square, which is nearby, are already trading at 3.5 million for a similar townhouse. So honestly, if you can't afford and good developers like EMAAR townhouses, this might be your last chance to own a townhouse or a villa at this price point. And I'm sure you would agree with me, Damac Islands is far more premium community than the neighboring communities like Nashama or Damac Lagoons because of amenities coming in along with the inspired phases. The location is Dubai Island itself, right next plot to a Damac Island 1. The new phase will consist of 3,100 units. Is Damac Island really a great investment as everyone say is? On the left, you can see on the screen the layout of Damac Islands. On the right is Damac Lagoons layout. As you can see, the layouts are pretty much same across both the master communities. Despite being marketed as different developments, they share a lot in terms of design and structure. Damac Lagoons expected to have around 9,000 units, Riverside about 2,000 units, Damac Islands plus Sun City adding another 7,000 units, 80% of which are townhouses with exact same layout. Same time, if you see in EMAAR, the Valley Phase 2 have just around 2,400 units. That is the reason no one has ever lost money with EMAAR. Now talking about Damac, all this unit, this could end up affecting the resale value or rental demand down the line. And here is the reason why. First, market saturation. With so many similar units close together, there is a chance we will see intense competition which might push down the resale values and the rental yield as the buyers and renters have more comparable options. Second, location and amenities. The developments are in different location which could attract various buyer profile and each offer its own amenities. Damac Islands, for instance, may have a unique feature that set it apart from lagoons, but even with the different amenities, there is still a lot of overlap in lifestyle offers. Third, long-term investment risk. While location and amenities add some value, I'm cautious about the sheer volume of similar unit. It could make it harder to see strong appreciation or returns in the future. Talking about the 1% payment plan, which they market as a flexible, but if you go in the detail, you see the payment plan yearly payment comes around to be 15 to 20% yearly, adding their bullet payment, which is similar to EMAAR townhouses. So how it becomes a flexible? Still, if you want to invest here, then only go for a 5-bedroom townhouse end unit or villa, because of that layout isn't scarcity and 20% of total supply in all these projects. And if you're considering this as an investment and can afford a villa, then buy a villa V55E, which is 6-bedroom plus maid plus gym, or V75 layout. Try avoiding a townhouse. Why I'm saying this? Because these villas still stand out because of this reason. First, spacious layout. The villa offer open plan living with large living and dining areas spread across multiple floors, giving your family plenty of space to live comfortably. Second, all 7 bedrooms comes with attached bathrooms, walk-in wardrobes and private balconies, perfect for privacy and convenience. Third, these villas are positioned in one of the best spots within the community, near to the water or near to the main amenities, offering better views, better access in terms of community and long-term value. Fourth is the premium finishes, from marble details to stone countertops and sleek metallic touches. The interiors are built with high-end material that reflect the luxury of these villas, and this kind of villas at this price point still makes sense because there is not a lot of product like this at this price point. Talking about the proven track record, this villa type has already shown strong appreciation and demand in previous phases, delivering excellent returns for early buyers. It's a product with solid history. That's why choose villa over a townhouse and you will make money. Now let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's start with the good. They make communities that work. Developments like Damac Hills and Damac Lagoons have become some of the most popular spots in Dubai because of a lot of amenities they give, and that is the reason, because of the competition with Damac, EMAAR also started to give amenities in their communities as well. Previously they used to not do it. Talking about Damac, they give you golf course, lagoons, school, retails also inside the communities. Now let's talk about the bad. There is a high quality concerns. The biggest criticism of Damac has always been about the build quality and finishing, especially in older projects or the early clusters of Damac Hills. The townhouses are often compact. The sold out in 1 hour narrative is a clever marketing. In reality, EOIs are collected weeks in advance and the launch day they are simply confirmed. So it's not a deceptive, but it's not a miracle either. Investors just need to understand how this game works and need to choose wisely. And if you need any help with that, we are always happy to help you. You can contact us using the WhatsApp link in the description and the comment section. Talking about the layout limitation, many villas and townhouses lacks maid room, roof access, and can be an issue. And sometimes the usable space feels smaller than expected. For families, these factors matter. That is why I suggested villa V75 or V55 good and over any townhouses. Now talking about the ugly, oversupply risk. Damac often launches thousands of units with similar layouts and design. When too many identical product hits the market, scarcity is not there and therefore the value gets diluted. Cheaper option may sound attractive today, but it can hurt a resale value later. EOI dropouts. After the launch, buyer have 24 hours to book and pay. Many back out due to pricing or unit preferences. Those units the return to the market at higher prices, which benefit Damac but frustrates the buyer. Neighbor density. Townhouses are often very close to each other, so privacy can feel compromised. For some buyers, this is a deal breaker. For some, it's not. At the end of the day, Damac is a marketing powerhouse. They do deliver communities little late. Rental demand is strong and appreciation potential is there, especially in 5-bedroom and larger villas where the supply is limited. But investors should not blindly jump into the cheapest option. The real winners are those who choose unique products with better layouts in the communities that sustain long-term demand. In Dubai real estate, it's not about buying cheap, it's about buying right product. And with Damac, you have to choose wisely. Not every project will make you money. Let's be honest, Damac has yet to prove itself in a tier 1 developer. Some people use this success of the townhouses and villas in Damac Hills to sell the brand, but let's call it what it is. The success was carried by the market itself, not by the Damac's product strength. There has been massive shortage of townhouses and villas in Dubai, and when supply is tight, even average products perform well. But that doesn't make it amazing developer. Take the Carson Towers apartment in Damac Hills. Even in booming market, investors are selling at a loss. That says a lot about it. When you are investing, always think like an end user. Nobody wants a tiny layouts, poor finishing or material that wear out in years. Damac's major selling point in Hills was its greenery, park space, not its build quality. Outside those community, you lose even that advantage. And honestly, Lagoons and Riverside locations sound great, but product wise, I can't share insider info, but let's just say there are better options. If your budget allows bit more, I would personally pick Ellington, EMAAR, Beyond, Omniath or even Expo, which is a fully 100% government owned developer under the same person who is the chairman of Emirates airline. Amazing location, balanced pricing and easily one of the best build qualities in Dubai. Ask any professional snagger, most will tell you inspecting these developer units is embarrassing because they find nothing to report, and that's the kind of standard you want to own in Dubai. I have never recommended Damac to any of my clients. They pay heavy commissions. We are platinum partners with them, but I still don't sell them. In fact, once a client came with a check ready to buy at a launch and I made her walk out. Why? Abundance kills appreciation. Damac floods the market with identical product. There is no scarcity, no exclusivity, so capital growth naturally suffers. Their layouts, especially living rooms, often feel awkward and the build quality just doesn't justify the hype. Now, to be fair, I can't predict if your Damac property will hold its value or not, but I don't see them as a strong long-term bet. If you are considering selling at a loss, I would say do it only if you are reinvesting into something which is stronger, because there are opportunities to recover that loss. At the end of the day, Damac is not a disaster, but it's far from premium. The market carried them, not the other way around. Thank you so much for watching. If you need any help, you can contact us using the WhatsApp link in the description and comment section. We would happy to help you.